Welcome back to Walker RV Adventures and Reviews. I'm Lisa, and thank you for joining us as we look into the very important decision on what RV should I buy. This can be a very hard decision that can take months or even years to actually make. And we are going to cover some of the types of RVs and motorhomes there are, look at some of the pros and cons, and also reveal what type of RV we just bought and why. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help our channel grow. So one of the first choices you have to make when buying an RV is which one to purchase. What's going to fit your needs? There are so many different types of RVs and motorhomes to choose from, and this could be very challenging to know which one to choose. And what we're going to do is cover some of the main pros and cons that many people choose when trying to decide which one to purchase. As you can see, we have multiple types. We have pull behinds, such as the travel trailer or the fifth wheel. We have bed campers, even pop-up tents, which their pop-up tents are not shown on this particular diagram. And then you have your drivable motorhomes, items such as the Class B, Class C, your Super C, and Class A. And we're not going to cover all of these categories, but we'll cover some of the main ones. So today we're going to focus on the two main pull-behinds, which are the travel trailer and the fifth wheel. These are the two most popular RVs today and make up the majority of what people select, especially when buying their first RV. And so first we're going to take a look at the travel trailer. We're going to take a look at some of the pros and cons, so hopefully I can help you make the best choices and help you decide what RV is best for you and your needs and what you want to do with it. So looking at the pros of a travel trailer. So they're more affordable. So definitely cost effective. Travel trailers are generally more affordable than motorhomes or fifth wheels, making them a very popular choice for many families and travelers today. The versatility. They come in a variety of sizes and layouts, catering to different needs and preferences of pretty much everyone. Whether you're travel by yourself, you're a couple, or a family, there's likely that you're going to find a travel trailer that suits your needs and your lifestyle. The towability. They actually can be towed by a variety of vehicles, including some SUVs, smaller regular trucks, not having to have a heavy duty or a 1-ton truck. What this means is it allows you to use your existing vehicle, reducing the need to invest in another vehicle simply to tow the RV. And they do have storage flexibility. When you're not using a travel trailer, they can be stored at home in storage facilities, and they often take up a whole lot less space than some of your larger and taller RVs. But as you know, anytime you have a pro, there's also cons. So let's cover some of the cons with travel trailers. The longevity. Some travel trailers are not as well insulated as motorhomes or higher end RVs, making them less comfortable in extreme weather conditions, especially in the very hot or very cold climates. And this can actually cause other failures as well. So definitely something to keep in mind when you go to purchase your first RV or even a secondary or third RV. Towing challenges. They do have towing challenges, especially for those that are new to challenging. You have to make sure that you know make sure you have the proper tow vehicle, make sure you know what the towing capacity is. And you also have to make sure you address the sway and stability issues that you can have with a travel trailer. They can be more prone to swaying, especially in high winds or when larger vehicles actually pass by, such as 18-wheelers. And most of us, we're going to travel on the highways at some point during our travels, or possibly even in the mountains. So having items like anti-sway devices can help with this, but still the towing stability can still be a concern for many, particularly when you get into the longer travel trailers. And setup time. Unlike something like a motorhome, which you're pretty much set up when you park, travel trailers often require additional setup time. That includes unhitching, leveling, connecting your utilities like water, electricity, and sewer. And with travel trailers, unlike some of your fifth wheels, many of these can be a manual process. And then resale challenges. Well, even a very well maintained trailer can still retain some of its value. it's actually going to be challenging for resale, especially if it's an older model or if the market is saturated with similar options. And travel trailers being really the number one item that's on the market today, especially because of the affordability in today's economy. The more travel trailers that are out there, the worse your resale value would be. So definitely something to keep in mind when discussing and deciding if you want to buy a travel trailer. And then looking at the fifth wheel. Again, we're going to go over some pros and cons. And then after this, the big reveal on what did we recently purchase for our new RV. So the fifth wheel, we're going to go over the pros first. So the spacious interior. If you've ever been in a fifth wheel, you know they have such spacious interiors, often featuring multiple slide outs that significantly expand the living space. Now, this makes them ideal for families or even full-time RVing and living in the RV full-time. The spaciousness of these is definitely gives you room to move around. And when you have pets or little ones, you'll appreciate that extra space. And then the stability and movability. The fifth wheel's unique hitching system, which attaches over the bed of a pickup truck, provides greater stability and reduces that swaying while towing that we just mentioned on the travel trailer. This makes for a smoother and safer tow experience compared to the travel trailer. And despite being larger, the hitch design is definitely better for weight distribution and actually helps your turning radius. You have less of turning radius with a fifth wheel over a travel trailer. So that helps parking and maneuvering pretty similar, if not better, than a travel trailer. And then the increased storage that fifth wheels have. They offer more storage both inside and outside, especially when you have the elevated bedroom or could be a possible living room on the front. A lot of times this creates more storage underneath. So allowing you to have more things like gear, tools, supplies, outdoor items, hiking equipment. So the increased storage will definitely be a bonus, especially if you're going to get out and enjoy the outdoors, which we all want to do, but that's why we're into RVing, right? And then the luxury features that you can get on some fifth wheels. They can be equipped with some high-end amenities and finishes, such as residential-style kitchens, large bathrooms, king-size beds, and even sometimes fireplaces. So they actually can sometimes resemble a small apartment. So very nice and can definitely help you decide if a fifth wheel would be for you. Typically in fifth wheels, you also have higher ceilings than any other RV, especially in the living area, making the interior feel more open, room for your legs, you're feeling less cramped, and that's definitely an advantage, even though with that comes the height of the fifth wheel. And then the resale value. A well-maintained fifth wheel often holds their value better than any other RV out there. Their popularity and features make them appealing in the resale market. So if that's something that concerns you, you might want to go for a fifth wheel. And now let's go over the cons. It definitely requires a heavy-duty tow vehicle. Fifth wheels are heavy, heavier than the travel trailers, requiring a large, heavy-duty pickup truck for towing. This can be a significant investment if you don't already own a suitable vehicle. And yes, you will see some people out there towing a fifth wheel with, say, a half ton instead of a 3/4 ton or a 1 ton. That doesn't mean that it's always safe or the best choice. So you would definitely want to talk to your dealership about the truck that you have, about the weight, to make sure that you will be safe if you purchase a fifth wheel with something, say, like a half ton pickup. And the higher initial cost. They are expensive, especially when compared to travel trailers, both in terms of price and any type of upgrade, since they can have luxury features. The more that you add, the larger, it's all going to add to the price. So very definitely something to consider in the very beginning on if a fifth wheel is right for you. For those that are more cost conscious and you're looking for the most affordable one, a travel trailer may be better for you. Storage challenges. This is when it's not in use. The larger size of the fifth wheel, especially the height, can make it more difficult to store than when it's not in use, especially in an indoor facility. You may need a larger space or facility, and that's going to increase the cost. Maneuverability in tight spaces. Now, yes, they have a good turning radius, but there also can be a challenge because of the height, especially in tight spaces, small campgrounds, urban areas. They're tall, they're wide, and you have to remember there may be tree branches as you're pulling into some of your parks that you may need to consider. Fuel efficiency. Towing a large fifth wheel can significantly lower your fuel efficiency, especially when compared to a travel trailer. So that's going to increase your overall cost of your travels. Height restrictions. Fifth wheels definitely are taller than many other RVs, and that can also limit your access. We just touched a little bit on it, but low clearances, bridges sometimes can be an issue. Overall, most of your regular DOT highway bridges you're going to be able to fit, but when you get into smaller towns, that could pose an issue. And some state parks have limits. So some of your older and smaller campgrounds, they may not have sites that can actually accommodate the fifth wheel. Not only height, but also the width, especially considering that many fifth wheels have slides on both sides. So that's going to mean that you need a space that's wider compared to a travel trailer that typically only has slides on one side, if any at all. So now for the big reveal. What did we get for our new RV? We just got a new fifth wheel, y'all. We have been going back and forth for probably 2 years on what RV we wanted to purchase. And even if we wanted to go ahead and purchase another one. And it came down to, we love the lifestyle. We love RVing. We love going different places. We love going to the different RV parks, them using the amenities, and really just experiencing the community that you have in the RV atmosphere. So we wanted to be able to enjoy that again. So stay tuned for the pictures and videos coming about that. Now, some of the reasons that we went with the fifth wheel, well, it really came down to current and past wants and experiences. So number one is I already had the truck. It was already set up to pull a fifth wheel. So since they could be very heavy, obviously needing either a 3/4 ton or even a 1 ton normally, I actually have a GMC 2500 that's set up with 3500 package. So I was comfortable purchasing my first fifth wheel knowing that the vehicle that I had actually was set up for it. The weight that we purchased is well under what the max limit is on the vehicle, so that way we're not maxing our limit. We have plenty of room to grow there. So I was very confident that I would be okay with having my first fifth wheel with my vehicle. So that was one thing. The other reason was, I never pulling one before. You will actually learn with me. You're going to go on my journey of learning how to tow the fifth wheel, pros, cons, the difficulties, and the enjoyment as we start our RV adventures again. You're going to join us and you're going to be part of that with us. And other reasons, I did a lot of research and I talked to a lot of people that had different styles of RVs, maybe had one in the past, they had moved on to something different, to really help make my decision, which really is why I'm making this video for you, to help you have that education, have that information to help you make the best decision on what you will purchase. And after talking to many people, the fifth wheel, everybody told me, is more stable and easier to tow than, say, a travel trailer. And the reason that's important to me, I'm going to tell you a little background. I did have a travel trailer a couple years ago. I hated the way it felt like it was going to sway. I remember taking a trip to the North Carolina mountains, and even though I had the best hitch that I can get, it was weight distribution and had the anti-sway 4 points. really the best that I could have, I still felt that it was swaying, especially every time one of those 18 wheelers would come barreling by me and being in the mountains with the crosswinds. And I did not like that feeling. And honestly, that's why I sold it. I I just cannot get over the fact of how it felt like it was swaying. And with everybody that's telling me that's pulled travel trailers, I've talked to many people that had travel trailers in the past and now have fifth wheels, and everybody kept giving me the same thing, saying you will never have that issue. You won't feel that with the fifth wheel. It's like night and day. It's a lot more stable. A lot of times you forget that it's back there. So we're going to find out. Another big reason that we chose the fifth wheel is we wanted room not only for me and Will, but we wanted room for our dogs. So as you see and join us on our journeys into the RV adventures, we're going to start sharing videos of places we visit, things that we do, and you'll start seeing our fur babies as we wanted them to be, with us. They are part of our family. So we wanted something that they could actually be comfortable in. And that was a fifth wheel. So there you have it. The main pros and cons between the two main pull behinds, travel trailer and the fifth wheel. So stay tuned for the new pictures and video of our new fifth wheel that we will be picking up in the next few days. We're going to be sharing that adventure with you. We already got some amazing trips planned out after we get the fifth wheel, and you will be coming along and exploring with us. So coming up in our next video, you'll have information about the drivables, which will be the Class A and Class C, which are the two most popular ones. So we're going to help you decide what RV fits your lifestyle and what would you want in your next RV so you can hit the roads and start your adventures too. But in the meantime, please like, share, and subscribe and help us grow our channel, and we'll see you soon.